Beast, you are going to have a leaping Milan on the Mirana. Do they have the control to set it up? Do they have the control to line up these arrows and, you know, Undying, one of our favorite heroes to talk about in lane, dominates the lane, then sometimes finds itself doing nothing. Especially if they could take Tombstone pretty quickly, which a lineup like this from Level Up really can.
It's still much better than before. This hero has been, you know, in a really bad spot. He was still picked. We're like, well, we can't lane. He has the K, and you secured the lane, and then you couldn't farm. At least now, like in the last year or so, the K does deal 2 times damage to the creep, so that's a big upgrade. So you can actually like come back into the game, still do something as Undying. Before it was like 1 point in the K, max soul rip, point in Tombstone.
So we'll see when that level 2, of course, hits. That's usually that jump off point to try and make something happen. Not easy if Milan and Omi are going to lane together, I'll tell you that. I don't really know how you hold on to those heroes if it's the 2 of them. Oh, you want to throw down a Tombstone? Okay, leap, onslaught. Bye. Like, good job. So it ends up being 3 for 1, by the way, just to finish that.
You wanted to see it, like bounties picked up, like we show it on the screen.
Flame break.
There you go.
GH. And he might just drop here. Body blocks coming in from the illusions. And just needs one
blood
more
grenade.
right
Finish him
click,
off with the blood grenade.
And there it is. When in doubt, throw some blood over on him and get that kill. We have seen some aggressive Batrider play in some of these games too in the Division 2 of Western Europe.
First blood grenade, too good of an item. Like, one of the reasons why it's being bought. 2 immediately at the start. You use 1, you bring another one. Even before you use it, I see players picking it up immediately. Look at the pressure already coming out from Mikey on the mid lane. 5 and 2, Windranger sitting at 2 and 1. And I like what I see from Mikey in this quick buy. That's blade mail already. They have like some good uncontrollable damage. Primal Beast gets on top of you with Trample, Batrider with the Firefly, Focus Fire as well, so you can't really be focused. Not Focused Fire.
Might have to go to the eye doctor for that. Number 1, number 2.
And then that stupid balloon. It's like, yeah, can you see the balloon? Yes, I can.
Is that what you see for the puff of air, the glaucoma machine? It's usually a red roof on a barn far in the distance. They go, just stare at it. Poof! And then they hit you with that air, and you're just like, whoa, Jesus. What is this?
Should have told me it's coming.
Yeah, please. Let me at least embrace for this.
Some good body blocks. Like this body block from the Hawk did give him first blood to start with.
Body blocks were great. And then a couple of flame breaks there too, because they used one to start that chase, and that chase went on for so long that he had a second. Like, that's a 22-second cooldown level 1. That means you were going after that hero for a while. Looking to see how Primal Beast is going to do here, because it looks as though Milan, at least, the lane is kind of split between where Yuma's farming and where Omi's farming, at least for now. Now they'll meet again, of course.
It's going to be a lot of harassment. Once they hit level 3, 2 points in Storm, Blood Grenade, and 2nd point in Trample, I could see Yuma going down. What is he bringing onto the curve? Boots of Speed, so he can run away from some of these spells. Right now, moving at 400 move speed. Yuma putting in some pressure on Milan.
Yeah, not a lot of mana to work with. Does have 8 stick charges and won't be able to leap. And then the Healing Lotus picked up by Kuroki, so they do have a little bit of sustain here, just to make sure that they're able to stay in lane, survive if any pressure comes out. Mid lane, you were talking about it, how Mikey was doing well. He still is, 16 and 6 to the Windrunners 13 and 3, so doubling the denies at least. And you see Kuro picking up a blood grenade as this courier coming out with that. Yes, it is. Another stack of tangos and giving himself a 2nd blood grenade to work with. A lot of blood in this lane.
Blood Seeker should buy one.
Blood, and it should do double damage from blood.
And it really shouldn't, but okay. It's like, yeah, the Fairy Fire gives more damage to, I don't know, Ogre, Lina, Dragon Knight, anybody that has fire damage.
Well, I just meant like...
Or
you know
Puck.
what? No,
Puck
no.
is a fairy, so...
Yeah, that's what.
It's
Yeah,
a fairy
that was
dragon.
my idea. Or a blood grenade thrown by a Bloodseeker means he can track you.
Yeah, you get extra gold. Sounds good. Like, we should start running those down.
I didn't mean track like in that sense. I just meant like, you know, he sees the blood.
He has thirst. He can see them. This is track.
Yeah, that's the usage. You know, oh, he's thirsty for that blood. He put a little AB negative on them, and all of a sudden, he smells it, and he can see you. You know, the ideas when they hit my brain before they hit my mouth sound way smarter. But then I say them, and then I get your reaction, and I go, maybe it was.
No, I can feel it sometimes when you say it. Mid talking, you're like, uh-oh.
I'm saying something stupid. And GH is going to die here to Doc. They'll get that kill, double up the kill feed on the side of level up. And they still have this 1,000 net worth lead as Yuma's moving pretty quickly. He's got himself about 500 movement speed in the moment.
I thought this bottom lane's going to be slightly stronger for Nigma Galaxy, but it's falling apart. The Hawk sitting at 33 and 6. Darkseer only at 19 CS. There's not much like synergy between these two heroes. I mean, a lot of these melee position 4s are not as viable, like Tusk, Earth Spirit. We don't see Tusk, we don't see at all. Earth Spirit does pop off from time to time. Reaper Sight is available. Mikey dominating this matchup as expected, having extra 500 gold advantage. Wind Ranger, not much mana to work with, even if they rotate Milan. I don't think they're getting a kill, but Sweden Strong's here as well. With 3 heroes, they can definitely get the kill on Mikey.
Throw a shackle out there, maybe get an arrow, but the Mirana is still just level 3, and there is no arrow available. So, was some chase. Do you think maybe for the synergy's sake, they should have put the Undying over bottom?
I think the outcome would still be the same. Undying doesn't like to play into any illusion-based hero, so not the greatest spot for him to be in.
Just draft-wise?
Yeah, it's just like not having enough lockdown early on, and we can already see level up, 1k gold advantage.
Yeah, which is, you know, it's coming from everywhere but the mid, right? Because that was an advantage for Mikey pretty heavily. Now it's starting to kind of pull back a little bit, but that means your side lanes are doing really well, and you can see they're trying. They're
look at
bringing Hawk here to go and try and steal this Wisdom Rune.
1 and 2.
Power shot in. GH is gonna die. Mind Control's here with Kuroki. They really want to control this Wisdom Rune, and we'll hit that 7-minute. They'll grab the Shackle shot. I mean, you're gonna give him the Wisdom Rune and a couple of kills here. This is gonna go horribly. Mikey comes in, Reaper Scythe onto the Hawk. That is some good salvage. As Sweden Strong also drops, and Mikey gets a double kill, making the rotation, seeing that there was so much pressure to get this Wisdom Rune from the side of level up.
If Mikey doesn't rotate there, they don't get the kills. It could have been a disaster. It still doesn't look too good for them anyway, because they didn't pick up any XP runes, so now you have GH collecting XP on the mid lane. Kuro, he's in an okay spot, level 4.5 Undying, considering that XP runes got stolen, I would say. But the big supports on side of level up, they're really enjoying themselves. Sweden Strong about to be level 5 now.
Warnoff looking maybe at an opening over top, but there's nobody there. Mikey's already got that stack in the Reaper Scythe, and you just know how much I love talking about those permanent stacks. They're great.
Already got one. Sweden Strong thinking about maybe going in.
Ooh, double damage.
Doing something, but no focus fire. Lorenov is like, I'm not even gonna get this ability when I play against Necro. It doesn't make much sense, at least early on. But so does Mikey. Mikey also like, you know what? I know you're not getting focus fire, so I'm not gonna get Ghost Route.
What a game of 4D chess. I know you're not gonna get this, so I won't get this. But if you get this, I'll get this. Think about that, you know?
I thought there was gonna be a joke where you say like, hey, if you get this, and I'm like, hey, I'll probably not get it.
I don't get it. There it is. They've got the scan, and it will land onto Yuma, and they're going to come all the way around. They want to try and get this kill. And within the jungle means there's a lot of trees, but didn't quite catch the vision onto Yuma.
Yeah, they thought Yuma's playing Ogre. They shackled Ogre Bruiser. Didn't get the kill.
For the blast off, but just over to some creeps. So Doc right now, top of the net worth. The difference between him and the Bloodseeker is pretty big at the moment.
And it's also gonna start increasing in the next couple of minutes. On me.
And the TP attempt, Reaper's Scythe. Oh, can't get there in time. Tombstone was committed too.
They need blast off. They need Reaper Sight, vacuum.
Vacuum, yeah.
These are.
Actually has 5 stacks of sticky napalm on him. Now 6. Turns around because GH is TPing in. And that'll be it. But ooh, Kuroki going down to Milan. And they've got themselves now 5-2 as they get this kill on a Kuroki and potentially looking to take this arcane rune and invade somewhere else. They tried to go top to get a kill on the Bloodseeker, and maybe they try that again. Especially if they can get a quick 6 on Milan, which he's almost at. Get that Moonlight Shadow ready to go. Shackle connects. Starstorm down.
Good angle on that Shackle.
Look at these stacks being taken by mind control. Or at least attempted to. Lasso. Level 6 is here, and they've got the Flame Break. Reactive Taser's not going to matter. It's got the Firefly burning you up. And now, well, you're going to have to wait for Firefly again. That's 22 seconds away, so maybe they don't steal this stack.
Nigma Galaxy did stack more. They took some of these creeps from the stack. The big difference is XP rune. Like you see GH being level 4, while Sweet and Strong is very close to level 7. So he's gonna try to steal it.
Oh, yeah, he is gonna try and steal a stack, damn.
I like this. This is Giga Chad move from Sweet and Strong. They do have vision. Nigma Galaxy, no vision in this area.
Surprised. I feel like with the way stacking is these days, if you're gonna make stacks, vision on them is a mandatory thing, and not having it means you're gonna lose it. Or at least some of it. They didn't exactly get all the damage out onto it.
Nigma Galaxy smoking. They just want to try and get something going. Blast off into Reaper side. The problem is with this lineup, if you're behind, you can't really gank. Like you can't say, okay, we're gonna be the one putting the pressure. You'll need to farm. And if level up doesn't want to fight, they can just dodge easily. One song is gonna reset everything pretty much. They might be able to get like 1 kill. Sweet and Strong, showing that he's underneath the Moonlight Shadow. And this just might be it. Nigma not finding anything.
Do they back up into Milan, though, and catch themselves killed? No, they're just going to lose the courier. And it'll go the other way.
There's one item that counters whole Nigma Galaxy squad. That's Nullifier.
Sure. And he, Onslaught. TP, and that, he knows that he's tanky enough to Onslaught that far away, and being ruptured near the tower, he knows Mikey's going to come to try and get that Reaper side. So good job there, knowing his tankiness and getting out of that. Mikey comes over again, focus fire onto the mid-tier 1. Just trying to get that tower, but brings it down to about 1/7 of its health. I don't know, fractions.
Yeah, 1/7, here we go. And Nullifier, I started to talk about Nullifier against Bloodseeker. You remove his Blood Rage, you remove Necro's Ghost Shroud, Reactive Taser, and most importantly, Iron Shell plus Surge. So I can see, like, Wind Ranger might need to pick up Lincoln Sphere, because I think in this game you don't need BKB at all. It's one of those games where you feel like you can get away with it. So picking up Lincolns, if you feel like you need Ags, but Nullifier, I could see the Hawk picking up, like, 3rd item Nullifier. Instead of going for Orchid, I think this game you go for Manta into Heart into Nullifier. And then you deal well with all these heroes. You take away so much damage / tankiness from them.
He kind of is getting that amount of open space that you would want to make a move like that, right? Like, to be not greedy per se, but go and skip an item and look for a nullifier straight up like that. Like, they've made so much space for him, and I don't really see it slowing down. Nigma's lineup doesn't exactly seem ready to fight, and with the advantage they have, they've got, I believe, Blink Dagger flying out on Sweet and Strong already, so they have that availability to jump. They've got this advantage. We'll see how they use it. I think they win another fight. Like,
they need to react to whatever level up is doing, and that's a big
Lasso.
one. Into Arrow, into Shackle.
Yep. Arrow, Shackle, Starstorm, gone. Mikey ends up dead. There's nothing he can do there. And then on top of that, Own Me,
nice
with his
blade.
own blade mail, just runs down this Bloodseeker. Oi! Oh! Off the mark!
That was so close.
Oh,
I can't believe
God.
he got away with that. I saw this blade mail on Primal Beast, and he like killed him. Onslaught, moved around with Trample. Nigma in a really difficult position right now. I mean, they've been in a difficult position for last 10 minutes or so.
It's like having double damage, right? Because you're a hero that wants to move. You have the blade mail. You know you're going to get ruptured. And you want to go and trample with the onslaught. You want to move. Yeah, you're going to take some damage for it, but you're going to, use that blade mail, have the trample and the onslaught. Man, it's like triple damage.
Oh, man. I don't know. Pick stuns. It's what's missing. Look at him, just
Definitely.
running away. Leap away if you feel threatened.
Another one.
GH needs to reposition himself, use the blast off, and then a level up will still get a return kill even if he goes in.
Own Me has not moved from top.
Doesn't have to move. The only move he needs to do is
During-
TP when they use when they use Rupture on him.
Now, Mikey preemptively being there as they're going to fight. They'll look over. Kuroki, ooh, flame break onto a couple.
See, level up, they're like, do we want to take a fight? Just click. Right click once on your own fountain and you're going to be fine.
Mikey here with Yuma. Lornoff's going to be ruptured. And we'll run all the way away and then TP out.
Level up. Seems like they don't care about this level 1 Rupture.
Would you like stuns? Yes. Do you have any? No. Okay. Well, that's the way it's working out right now. Own Me using that Pulverize to just clear up the waves and then immediately goes to the onslaught. You could try and blast off, but you're never going to catch him.
Oh, Mighty Mines on Techies, so his mines are dealing more damage under the Mighty Mines, regioning more HP. There we go.
You can see those mines doing the bench press, lifting, doing some curls, some skull crushers. Nobody sees it, but I'm like actually doing the imitation of those workouts, but it's visual comedy when you just don't have it.
Big comedy.
Just pretend.
Yeah.
E-comedy. Blink Lasso coming
Arrow
through
missed.
on a Mikey. And they will have that blade mail that he purchased. But again, just leave. Moonlight Shadow, running, leaving, exiting, stage left.
Execution was not there, so they disengage immediately, moving away from a team fight. They can still go in again, like Shackle into Arrow. There's no really counterplay to it. Mikey with that shard. Tanking up, Blade Mail.
Oh, you popped that blade mail? I guess I'll just run. They're coming around the other way. Onslaught now.
Sick
Own
onslaught
Me.
on to 3.
Getting involved. Vacuum, Reaper Scythe. Make it a second stack. They finally get another kill. It worries me, though, because Dahak is, well, he is going for that Orchid. That's not what worries me. It just worries me how high his net worth is at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty massive. Manta Style. Pavis immediately onto Kuro. They want to save him, but they're just losing so much map advantage because Nigma needs to group up together. We talked about their like 2 item timing, Bloodseeker with the BKB, Maelstrom, and then Necro with 2 items, try to group up and do something. Batrider kind of nullifies that. He can easily creep skip. Any of these heroes can, especially Naga. They don't have a hero that deals well with any of that. The Hawk picking up that
Oh gosh.
Orchid, solo kill,
And then
into
the
another
lasso.
pickoff.
This is rough. It's a 9,000 net worth lead on me, going back to where he is most comfortable, top farming. He showed up for a second and he hit an onslaught. They didn't get any kills. He's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna farm. I don't need to be here right now. I've got pipe. I've got blade mail. Call me when you need me.
He's
I'll
so
be there.
tanky. Like they need to rupture, Necro ult, plus have 1 extra hero to kill him.
Yeah, they need to hope that Ice Frog can put in a mid-game nerf. Because this hero is tanky as hell and does so much damage right now.
He's been like in this space
Oh boy.
for the last 15 minutes. Arrow does
Arrow?
connect.
It's a long one too, but not that easy to get the additional jump. And they don't want to, wait, what? Well, Song TP out. All right. Onslaught action, and with the trample, they'll get the kill. They've got the Moonlight Shadow to try
he
and leave.
revealed
There's
himself.
that blade mail with the rupture. And then TP. He's got Reaper Scythe this time. Not enough damage yet, but eventually it will be, and they get the kill to own me. They'll take out the Primal Beast. Misplaying his hand just a little bit.
Yeah, if he didn't pop that blade mail, would not get out of Moonlight Shadow, wouldn't give Yuma opportunity to use Rupture on him. Still, they got the kill, so that's something. We'll push Yuma closer to his BKB. This is one of those, like, I think for me, whenever I play Dota and
Ooh.
I'm in this scenario where, like, I don't have stuns, you know that you're behind, you can't really play Dota, this has to be, like, the worst feeling for me. You know that you're not gonna outscale them, so it's just a taking bomb when you're gonna lose. XP rune, Lorinov will bottle it.
I thought you were saying the worst feeling is when you can't play Dota.
Oh, yeah, that like these are the two ones. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, so me, on the daily, all the time. Nothing's changed in so many years. 8K net worth lead, still just about to hit that 13,000 for Dahak, who's got the Orchid going into, I believe, that heart, right?
Yeah, so he's gonna tank up this heart. Is gonna give him insane amount of tankiness, and then put in a nullifier. Just get that nullifier. Thought it might be slightly earlier nullifier, but considering how farmed he is, he's what, like 4K ahead of Bloodseeker. That's almost a full nullifier, so can't afford to go for it. Also, Mikey, Lotus Orb to remove that silence. Good against Shackle, Batrider, ulti, Pulverize, you name it. The thing is, you're not gonna scale. Like, this is the item that kinda, like, you wanna buy it, but you also wanna get a better scaling item.
Oh.
Shackle.
There's a tombstone on the high ground. They go to the Rupture, but that thing that you were looking for, what's it called?
Stun?
Catch. Stuns, yes. We would accept both answers. That would have worked here on Family Feud. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
Ooh.
No, number one answer, stuns.
Lorinov, 6 out of 8. Shackles connected.
I like
onto
those
Gyros.
numbers.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. And going into Lincolns, we talked about him not needing to get BKB in this game because there's not much to worry about. The only two abilities that you care about, like mostly Rupture. If you get initiated on by Rupture, you can't move, and Wind Ranger does rely on moving into a fight to deal damage.
So grouping up, smoking up, and walking up, try and find themselves somebody to snag here. Might be sweet and strong, but he's got some pretty quick reactions and could just blink away. They're also heading towards Roche, which is currently being taken and has...
You're trying to fight into Naga Siren
Infinity.
ulti.
Oh, Reaper Scythe. And that will get the kill on a sweet and strong, getting Mikey another stack there, but they got themselves the Aegis. That's all they wanted.
Yeah, we saw Dota Plus win probability was what, like 67, 76, 24. I think this is more like 90-10 right now. If they never feel like comfortable fighting, they can dodge, they can creep skip. You don't have a way to deal Naga-san. Like, there's not a hero that can instantly kill these illusions, so the Hawk can play the split push game if they feel like they're behind or losing some of the momentum.
Oh, reflected. A lot of things getting reflected here. Tombstone, though, not going to help. Mikey ends up going down to Milan. And then a free extra bit of gold. Who's it going to go to? It will be Lornoff, another 175. Free Tombstone always feels great.
Free anything feels okay.
Hell yeah.
Man, own me. Like, he's been here for full 25 minutes. He didn't move from the top lane. Like, made that one rotation, but that's about
Blink
it.
Lasso. And Shackle somehow not connecting to all the creeps that were around Mind Control, but now they're going to start to TP over. They go to the Rupture on Lornoff. He doesn't have a lot of health to deal with this time, but he does have that Aegis. They do have the Song, and they do all have TPs.
And as easy as that, they fall back.
And Omi back to top. Can we get a heat map? Just, he must be scorching hot in that top lane. He is just always there. He's going for the Kaya Sanj. By the way, Mikey, for a quick second,
Radiance, I saw
Radiance.
it.
You saw that?
Yeah.
I'm glad we were looking at the same thing.
I don't know if he can get away with it. Because right now, he's in a difficult spot. And I like what I see from Lornoff. After he picked up Aegis, he swapped from that Lincolns we mentioned into Nullifier straight away.
And he's kind of almost got it. I don't want to harm anybody, but it's close-ish, maybe, relatively. I don't know. I never know how close it really is anymore, because sometimes you say it's close and it's not that close, but
this is relatively
feels
close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
They have Blink Lasso again, and that's into an arrow, dragging him into the arrow, and that just sounds like it hurts. They'll get the kill into Mind Control. They'll throw over the Rod of Aegis, but they use that Lotus Orb. Now they've got the Rupture, pops that Blade Mail, blast off, as well as the Reaper Scythe down on Own Me. They've owned him. Yuma now trying to run. They still want to go in to get this hero, and Yuma's going to end up dead here. There's no way to save him. Tried to save him with the Death Seeker, but weren't able to do so, and now they can just get this tier 2 over mid.
Yeah, they get the return kill. Own Me finally dies on his Primal Beast, but they're gonna lose 2 cores, lose another tower. Wind Ranger doesn't care too much about Bloodseeker if Rupture is not used on her. She can easily just go in, focus fire him down. You can't defend yourself. There's like no Tombstone you can enter. Unfortunately for Nigma Galaxy, Shard belonged to Techies, which I think like it's a good Shard game for what he's playing into. But I think Enter the Tombstone could have been a better option, where you can save yourself against Focus Fire for 3 seconds, get out, maybe reset.
Yeah, that grab ally is pretty broken from what I've heard.
Looks like it. That shard is insanely good. Just like, oh, another one. Focus Fire. What are you gonna do?
Try to run, vacuum back, use the Rupture, and now they still have Sweet and Strong ready to go in and Blink Lasso, but chooses against it.
This is it. We're approaching the territory where there's like no comeback. Second Nullifier in my book. That is the point. Like where Naga Siren needs to farm like 2,000 gold, which is easy peasy for the Hawk to do it. And one thing to point out is the Hawk is the type of a player that doesn't play for himself. Like he plays for the team. Remember at the start of the DPC, those 3-4 Sven games he played?
Yeah.
Bought Shard against Monkey King, against like this physical damage early on. Now he bought Shard of Naga Siren. So longer duration and also heals their allies. So if you get initiated on, could be a good way to reset.
He's trying to break the carry mentality stereotype. That carries only care about themselves. And, you know, he wants to help out the team with that heal. I respect it. As a support player, I respect it.
Now you add the Hawk right now. Play a couple of games with him.
Oh my god, he would probably hate me.
Delete it after one game.
Deleted?
Like,
No,
told you
more
to
like
pull.
blocked. Are you kidding me?
Told you to stack and pull, not just pull.
I tried. Do you not know the timings? I tried.
Uh-oh, the Hawk. Maybe they can get something here.
He's got song if he wants to just leave. Hashtag what is catch.
They can get slept. That's all they did pretty much. And the Hawk uses Manta Style, pushes out this top lane. So they will need to deal with it. Like it's just gonna be some like creep wave. Some damage to the tower.
To injury, right? You didn't catch me, and not only that, I'm still pushing your lane. And you haven't gotten my tier 1 bottom yet. They're about to, but when I said it, it still existed. Alright, whatever. You know, never mind. They got it.
Long story short, they didn't get the kill. They didn't die. Okay, here we go. On to the mid lane. Naga Siren just doing her own things. You're forced to make some kind of a rotation. See, that Seeker.
Oh, sweet and strong. Waiting for that Lotus to be done with, or not. Just go. That might have been a mistake. Still alive. Reaper Scythe didn't do the damage. Blastoff comes in. They get the kill and drop down a Tombstone, but nobody else is here.
Sweet and Strong didn't time it correctly. 6 Mississippi. All you needed to do to count that on Lotus Orb. Dies, doesn't give him Reaper Sight, but still, pretty massive lead for level up to throw. I mean, they just have a better scaling lineup. Nullifier, you remove Blood Rage from Bloodseeker, that's the big one. He also has Shard upgrade, so no pure damage. You remove his attack speed, you can remove his Mjolnir, doesn't have it yet. So everything is removed. Like you want to play Dota, Iron Shell, Surge, removed. Crimson Guard, gone.
All these things you thought you had in the draft don't exist anymore.
Nullifier is just too good of an item. Reactive Taser, as we're seeing on the screen. Pretty much everything. 4-step, nope. Pavis, nope.
More. Blink, lasso on a Mikey.
There's the
Blood Right's
Nullifier.
down, and there's the Nullifier. They go to the Rupture, vacuum into a wall, and still surviving a little
healing
bit.
for a
Oh,
second.
Lornoff. Not going to be able to survive. They almost got Mikey. He ends up staying alive, and Deathseeker, they're still going for more. Oh, be silenced and forced to run, and they will lose that Wind Ranger, and that ends up being it, though.
I think Wind Ranger needed to have Lincolns before Nullifier. Like, Nullifier is such a god tier item in this game. It's just that you don't have protection. You know that you're going to be ruptured in every single fight. See it in Strong, still looking for something.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not gonna find it yet. Minute 15 till Roche is up.
They delayed it for a bit, so might be able to farm another set of items, like another half an item. Mikey just finished off his Kaya Sanj, makes him much tankier, does have plate mail, so even more armor on him.
Yuma's gonna have his Manta style. He wants to go into the full Mjolnir as well as the Ags. He's kind of getting up there.
Axe is the big one. If he can get to it, like this hero becomes like a complete different beast coming into a fight with some like 1,000, 1,500 all damage barrier.
No. Healing Lotus and staying near this Roche pit. 30 seconds left. I'll just keep a couple illusions in there, throw them in there periodically and hope that they're on it first, which they should be. Ags picked up for Own Me. That'll be flying out to him. That'll give him that upgraded Uproar, which we've seen be kind of crazy. I remember when it was like first introduced. Or there was that major where I can't remember who exactly, eludes me who it was, just popped the Ags upgrade and basically got a team wipe to salvage a fight. Want to say maybe it was Shopify back before they were Shopify.
Could have been. I'll just add could have been because I don't remember. But I want to back you up, but I also don't want to be wrong at the same time.
Chat will know in 5 minutes. We'll check back with you guys.
A break mechanic against Thirst. It's like there aren't that many good abilities to break. You have like Heartstopper Aura, Bloodseeker. That's pretty much it. And Lorinov will pick up Aegis one more time. Again, switches his item build from Lincoln since he has Aegis. So going into Ags next.
Upgrading Windrun. And then a Lotus for Batrider has arrived.
Milan also has Lotus, so double Lotus Orb. Remove. Like you throw it onto 2 cores, so Bloodseeker can't use his Rupture. I think that's pretty big. Like your key target's gonna be Wind Ranger, so make sure that she has Lotus coming into a fight.
Mm-hmm. Protect from Rupture as much as you can. We'll say, though, yeah, they got Aegis right now, but Yuma getting that time to get the Mjolnir almost. He is just 900 gold away from that, and they're finally going to pick up their own Wisdom Rune. It was like the first time this game.
Yay!
Yay! They did it.
I think it's time to siege. Like, try to go for a bit of a slow siege, maybe split a little bit. You have Naga Siren, you have Wind Ranger. You can just go for different lanes, be annoying, see if you find any kind of opening, so Sweet and Strong can get the jump with the Blink Lasso play.
Moonlight Shadow and GH. He is spotted and popped Greaves, but very dead to own me. Who is level 20, so has that 25% trample attack multiplier. And that is, as you can see, a lot more damage coming out of that spell.
I think it's time to go. There's no need to wait out anything. You are holding the Aegis for the next 3 minutes. Go for the buildings. You have so much advantage. You should be able to capitalize on that.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh gosh.
It's coming. It's dead.
Oh, with the Hyperstone too. That is not what you need to be seeing if you're the side of Nigma Galaxy.
Oof, no Mjolnir for almost full 3 minutes. Mind Control managed to get out of the base, farming in a safe spot. Like he could be scouted by a courier potentially. But there is Wisdom Rune waiting on the enemy side of the map near the Tormentor if he wants to pick it up, maybe.
We'll see. And I'm a little surprised they're not sieging, but they still have 2 minutes left on this Aegis. They're kind of grouped up now. Looks like Mind Control is looking to swipe something, and that's going to be the Ancients. It does have the Wisdom Rune there if he wants it. Lorinov will be sitting here with the rest of the team behind him.
A bit low on mana though.
Yeah.
Going for range barracks. Go for that split push. Yeah, there we go. The Hawk onto the mid lane, a couple of illusions. Someone should be top because they don't have catch. Like they can't initiate a fight. And now Lorinov sieging with double Lotus. Illusions taking care of the business on the tier 3 tower on the mid lane. And it's gonna fall. So keep repeating what you're doing right now.
No need to commit completely, right? Like if you've got the Lotus, you just keep luring off there. You throw the illusions over to the other lane.
Now do the same thing mid top.
Yeah.
Go for the range ones. Unhealable damage.
So. Still 50 seconds left on this Aegis. By the way, he never picked up the Wisdom Rune that was there.
Saving it for 42-minute mark.
So Yuma's courier going to be up in 40 seconds. At that point, he'll have the finished Mjolnir. He has the availability to buy that recipe. Mikey back into the Radiance, apparently.
Wants to have something. I think now it's okay to go for Radiance. Like, a lot of the times you want to see Necro pick it up earlier just so that he can farm. He's super tanky in the team fights. But needed to buy different items so he can stay in the game. So went for Kaya Sanj, Shiva's Guard. Level up, they're in no rush. This is an insanely good scaling lineup. They can always go for Rat Play, Song of the Siren Reset whenever they don't want to take a fight. But I think that they have so much advantage right now. Should be looking for some kind of tower damage. Go for this very annoying split push mid top with... Because he's what? He just hit level 20, 1 extra illusion.
Shackle reflected again. Nullifire's going to do the same. They go in with the normal punch, and the Axe that was just picked up by Mind Control, that blast off is nowhere near the mark. Flame Break comes through and hits a bunch of heroes. The Pulverize out of Mind Control. They've got the Tombstone down, and there's the grab ally. So into the Tombstone he goes. And out of the Tombstone he appears.
I think they can also initiate, and the Hawk takes care of the business in the top lane. Like, that's easy 1,000, maybe even a dead tower if this like semi-fight lasts for good 20-30 seconds. Try to force a glyph. I mean, if they want to play it safe, they don't necessarily need to go and try to end it. They can wait for next Roche. That's a safe play. There's so much on the line. This is the one spot we're talking about. So I can understand why Level Up does not want to risk it. And look at them drawing on a minimap. The Hawk is like, farm this whole bottom part of the map. No one is there right now, so take over it, or either I'm gonna take over it.
Yeah. And you could see, like, Nigma can't get out of the base, so the net worth, even when they're not losing any heroes in a fight like that, is just extending towards Level Up. They farm so much more of the map, so much more efficiently at the moment. And Mikey wants to go to get that Ags. They need to have... we've seen that the fights are possible, but you need to be baiting out that song, I would say, first, before that's even possible. Before, like, your vacuum wall Reaper Scythe combo, but it seems like it would be a bit difficult to bait that out, right?
Yeah, definitely feels hard for Nigma Galaxy. They're gonna smoke and look for something. At least now Mind Control does have Ag, so Punch is available. That's one way to initiate, give enough time for Techies to follow up with his stun. Uh-oh, mid and top. Oof, that's some good damage. Range barracks already gone. I mean, it's just a matter of time until you're gonna play against Mega Creeps. It does feel like it.
Yeah, because they know you're not defending. They know you're smoke, so you're away from the base. They could just throw those illusions in, and you're not going to be back in time to defend against it. And Mikey loses his courier again. He needs to get to the secret shop if he ever wants a chance of having that Radiance.
They can kill Tormentor, take 42-minute XP rune. Svinstrong actually took it already.
They can throw ward on this little cliff over here if they want to get that vision, that like weird by the gate thing.
I don't know if you need vision in this bottom part because you already took the barracks.
Yeah, I was just thinking if they were going to play there because of the fact that they have they were going for the Tormentor, but it is of course instantly that they get that Tormentor. So Sweet and Strong now has that shard. And that'll be that sticky napalm upgrade.
Lorinov had Lincolns in his quick buy, like, I think 5 times already. This was supposed to be his second item. Mikey, he's
so Mikey is all by himself, and they will hit that arrow, get that kill. He doesn't have buyback. He just went to the other secret shop to buy the Sacred Relic.
Yeah, because his career died. If his career doesn't die, he doesn't go for this type of a play. And now, no buyback on him. They should try to go and force buyback. That's 70 seconds.
It is a long time.
Try to force a buyback when they see he doesn't have it. Then you can go in and take another set of barracks, kill this tier 3 tower. Bloodseeker has been pinged out. Yuma Aghanim Scepter available on him. So that's gonna be some insane amount of damage, but look at the Hawk already going in, sending out illusions.
Blast off, vacuum. There's that BKB, tombstone down.
And the top lane, now it starts. 3-4 illusions from the Hawk. Mind control needs to punch one, creates illusion of Naga Siren. Still very annoying. This constant chip damage.
Just looking. Ooh. Overwhelming blink in, onslaught, pulverize. That's going to come through on a Yuma, but I think had that grab ally for a second longer to get out of it.
No, he also had extra HP from that shield, pops a BKB, top tower falls to the Hawk.
Uh-oh. And this is just to the illusions. He doesn't have to commit at all. And they don't have to commit either. Like, they could just fall back. They know that Roche is available eventually and go back for that.
Lorinov, XP rune available. This is going to be his level 25. So Windrun undispellable with Aghanim Scepter. That's a big one. So he doesn't care about nullify. If he uses nullifier onto Lotus Orb target, it still cannot be dispelled. Next Roche is available on Radiant side. Gonna go to Dire in a second.
Oh, there goes that Ag's blessing. Now it becomes a refresher shard.
I mean, Axe is just better. Like, having it on back hero like Batrider.
Double
This
lasso.
is your 4-5 Batrider. 2 lassos. Roche goes down so quickly.
So they're going to grab this third Roche, make it theirs very fast. There's that Radiance for Mikey, but that will leave him needing 1,300 gold for his buyback. TP's to his team, maybe hoping to catch somebody out. But what they don't know is the heroes are bottom. Some of them. They're going to push in that way. They're maybe going to come through mid. Plenty of options here for the side to level up. And it really can just be slow sieged, as we've been seeing. Death by 1,000 cuts, and there's the lasso. Don't get the kill on a GH. They've got the pulverize. They'll knock out Kuroki. And that's 2 heroes dead, only one of which has buyback. Blade Mail pop. They go in with a normal punch, but it doesn't really do anything. Nullifier thrown over onto Mikey.
The Hawk going
You
top
see
already.
these illusions just going for the top set of rats. Lasso's going to be used, and Mikey's caught trying to run. There's the uproar activated. Onslaught over, and now they're trying to get the kill here on Omi. They get the right-click damage. They go to the song with
That's
the
some good
BKB,
damage
though.
from
They
Bloodseeker.
take out the Aegis with that BKB timing. So Yuma, now that the song is worn out, gonna go after Lorinov. They've got the vacuum back into the wall. They are defending a little bit. Reaper Scythe comes down, gets the kill on a Lorinov. And they hold on a little bit. They don't go down to Mega Creeps just yet. And they have made a significant hold.
Ooh. I mean, I like use double lasso with that refresher. They got buyback from Kuroki. Did they use another buyback? No, they didn't. GH didn't have one. He's low level, so he respawned. 2 melee barracks left, but Bloodseeker is getting closer to his level 25. So is Necro. 2 rupture charges. That's gonna be big.
This is getting interesting.
It's really surprising that Lorinov still doesn't have Lincolns. It's has recipe, doesn't work.
Middle tower has fallen.
If only it did work like that. Recipe gave you 1 usage.
I would buy Dagon 5 every single game.
Well, you would only be able to get Dagon 1 from a recipe.
What
That
if
would
I
be
buy
the
5
trade-off.
recipes?
Yuma, uh-oh, blink. Lasso, nullifier with the Starstorm gone. He does have buyback.
Should force it.
Just
Even without
barely.
Wind Ranger, they should try to go in. The thing about split pushing like this, you would prefer as level up to kill mid and then maybe have top and bottom, because now these buildings are close to each other, so you can't split them up as much as you want to.
So Dahak again. Run, my illusions, run.
He has Moon Shard, Aghanim Scepter, Shard, +6 slotted, can buy another item, sell Power Treads. I see Silver Edge. That's one way to like break people.
Blink,
go from the
lasso.
invis. No Lotus into Arrow again.
Lotus Lincoln's on him. Now that we got the Lotus, they'll land the Shackle, the Onslaught in. Mikey's in trouble. He's gonna Death Seeker, Blood right down, surviving for now, goes into the Ghost Shroud, and they bought back, but land the Shackle on a Yuma. Trying to get the mid set, take out that melee rack. Surprisingly, don't even
Focus Fire's
lose
still going.
Mikey.
He's very tanky. Took -2.5 seconds on that pulse cooldown. So it brings us down to less than 2 seconds. Melee barracks. Crimson Guard popped to keep them alive. And Mind Control has been doing the same thing. Punch the illusion immediately. Mikey, Death Seeker, Death Pulse, Shiva's Guard. But these barracks are not reaching enough HP. If they catch Yuma one more time, take him out with the lasso. This is 4 versus 5 for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think that point it might be. That might be it if you catch Yuma again.
You
Level 25
must
for the
not die.
Primal
Yeah,
Beast.
you must stay alive on Bloodseeker somehow.
Top barracks are under attack.
Bat Rider's almost got level 25 too, and that's the Lotus Lincoln's combo to make sure nothing is going to get through on a Sweet and Strong. It was hard enough to kill Mikey the last time. They've got the Tombstone if they need to pull in that ally. They've got the Illusions going for that top racks for a second.
Reaper Sight used on Sweet and Strong. Milan protected them with Lincolns. This is for Marana, Lincoln's Lotus. You know how good of a Lincoln's game it is when your Marana wants to buy these 2 items.
Shackle doesn't connect. Vacuum into the Blood Right. Stun though. Gleipnir, massive Gleipnir. Flame Break reflecting the ensnare goes into the mirror image. They've got dust sparkling around them.
Everything's getting reflected. Like you have Lincoln's being procced. I think the Hawk can be on a different side and go with his hero and the illusions. They're going down.
Oh, they're saying Timber. 100 health. They're on the top set of racks. More illusions coming in. They need to stop it. But
Crimson.
Song and TP out. So really just desperately trying to
All
stop
is
these
good.
illusions.
Everything's fine. 200
Nothing
HP
wrong
on
here.
melee barracks, regioning it up.
On the one holding you from being megaed.
Then the real problems. I mean,
Bloodseeker,
Nigma
oh
Galaxy,
no.
they have not been across the river in ages. Like, Mikey was
Across
there
the
because
river,
his
they haven't
courier,
been down the steps.
his courier died, and now Yuma's courier died again.
Radiant are scanning.
It was 76-24. Now it's even 96-4. I've seen worse percentages.
Yeah, not sure who's pulling out these numbers. Is it like Necro 25, Bloodseeker, who's about to crack level 25? A couple of bounty runes, as we've seen. They're to be picked up. Lorinov will get both of them. So that's 250. That's like almost 2,000 gold for his team. I like to round up the numbers. Look at the difference. 10,000 against 3,000.
So it's a big difference. Controlling the map equals money.
500 HP on melee barracks. Roshan in 50 potentially. The Hawk doesn't know what to buy. He has like 10,000 gold, just bought bots.
Well, what a problem to have.
His buyback cost is 4.1k.
Jeez, a turbo game over here for him. What do I do with all this gold?
I could also see Lorinov going in and focusing fire. This melee barracks goes back. They can also wait. He picks up the Aegis, does that thing.
They're up 20 levels, by the way.
It's no biggie.
That's nothing. 19. I exaggerated. I'm sorry. By the way, Sweden's Strong also about to hit level 25. Well, he'll pick up a Wisdom Rune, and then my statement will be very true.
And this is not even a 50,000 gold lead for level up. Comebackable, I would say, for Nigma Galaxy.
We've seen it before.
Not with these numbers. Like this is just very difficult to throw.
I'm just saying. Remember when we started casting and Vici? They had that comeback in that first tour 3 years ago. They were down 40,000 net worth,
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah, I remember.
and they made that comeback. Oh, Mikey losing another courier. That one with a Reaver on it.
They fed like, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 gold.
Courier numbers?
Just courier wise.
Almost level 25 here for Naga Siren as well. So 6 couriers killed. It feels like 100, I'll be honest.
100,000 gold just from the couriers. Going from the bottom lane. Sneaky little play from
Starting
level
from the
up. Can they
bottom.
catch Yuma? Yes, they
Now
can.
they're here.
Double
Go to the
nullifier.
lasso and overwhelming blink. Yuma's dead. 2 minutes. No buyback. And they should know this.
Yeah. They should go focus fire in 15. Lon picking up some mines.
Oh. Naga Illusions taking care of the tier 4 mid. Now setting up to shackle but not connect. Leipnir on a 3. Vacuum. Normal punch. Still Illusions going for the tier 4s. Just pushing in, making their life very difficult. Defend this or defend that. You can't do both. Orchid, Nullifier, and Mikey's gonna not take much damage. He's level 25 as well, so he's got that Death Pulse cooldown minus 2.5 seconds. Lasso comes in. It's onto the Undying. Now the Necro jumps forward. Death Seeker, Reaper Scythe, that slams down and was reflected. Nobody did yet. They go into the song. They're still dealing without Yuma for 60 seconds.
that
Jackal
shackle.
connects. Tombstone, pull ally. And Necro able to get away. Guardian Greaves, vacuum back, looking for the Mirana. There's the Mega Creep secured.
Tier 4
We're
is
at
going
that
down.
1K per minute now. Leipnir used on mind control. Arrow's not going to land. Only down to 1 tier 4. Mega Creep's pushing in, making this very difficult. They've got the normal punch again. They go to the pulverize. They'll slam it down onto Mikey. Now they've got the nullifier as well as the focus fire coming out with the blast off. Now the wall, but the onslaught comes in. They're trying to get GH. They're trying to get mind control. These heroes are pretty tanky, but now the lasso onto Mikey. He's getting quite low as well as the nullifier comes in. They've got the buyback out on from Undying as well as the Necrophos as they'll get mind control low, but again, not getting the kill. BKB's been popped by this Bat Rider. The creep's still pushing
Lornoff
in with
is
the
so low.
illusions. And they cannot kill these heroes on the side to level up. And it's a 60,000 net worth lead.
Go for Roche. Don't risk anything. 56 minutes. There's a Wisdom Rune that owned me is pinging out. Polarized duration, level 25 down. He's level 27 right now. Will be almost level 28. So Roshan on Dire side again. Cheese Aegis Refresher. Double Lasso.
So up against the wall here, up against Megas. Yuma soon to have 2 rupture charges. Mikey bots 2 and will have overwhelming blink in 5 seconds. Yuma does hit hard. They do hit hard.
It's a lot of damage. Aghanim Scepter, Mjolnir, Shard. About to finish off Nullifier. Wisdom Rune, 2.2k XP from Wisdom Rune.
That is like what? First 6 levels? XP or something like that?
Yeah, it's nuts. So let's see who picks it up. Lornoff seems to be the one taking the Aegis multiple times. Refresher, double cheese on owned me. What's the recipe again for that super cheese? Great healing lotus plus 2 cheeses, or like two plus
I think it's
2?
like two greater healing lotuses, which is like
It's available bottom if they want to do it for the memes.
Well, you need 3 gives you a great, and then another 3 gives you another great, which combined into a greater. So you need like 12 lotuses or something like that total.
I legit have not seen it. In a pro game, in any pop game, high-level pop, never happened.
Oh, Lasso, Mikey. He's been hard to kill, but the Pulverize, the Arrow, and the Control, they'll get the kill. He's down for 2 minutes. The Onslaught in. They've got level 25 here, and now another Pulverize. And the Gust Storm coming through and pulling them back towards the side of the Radiant as they'll get the kill to Kuroki. They'll pop that song with BKB. It's not enough. Yuma ends up dead. He's got buyback, but the throne is exposed. They're trying to get the creeps off this base. They'll get the kill into GH. They'll reflect the Rupture back onto the Bloodseeker, and the game at 73,000 net worth advantage will finally go the way of level up.
This was just